In this video tutorial, I'm going to provide you with top 7 websites that provide you with free money, which of course you can use to either carry out your specific project or to start your business or pay for your bills or whatever case it is. I will share with you these top 7 sites which provide you with free money. So let's begin. I'll be sharing also the features of the site, how the site looks like from the front end, and also some of the things you need to know so that you'll be familiar with this website and also you can use it at your advantage. So without wasting time, let's look at what we have for you today. Looking at the first site here, we are looking at Seat and Spark. It is known as seatandspark.com, and based on these, of course, it focuses mostly independently on films and creative projects. This is the focus of this site, and you can build in tools for audience building and distribution. It is great for filmmakers, storytellers, TV and web series creator. And what you need to know about this is that if you are a filmmaker with a vision and you don't have a studio to back it up, then of course Seat and Spark is your launch path. It's more than crowdfunding, and it is a creative community. From the front end, it looks like this based from the website front end page. It is like this. Once you come here to the front end, you're going to see a website that looks like this. And here, you're going to see that the success rate of this site is 82%, and they have raised up to $74,585,443 has been raised so far. And there are up to 6,131 projects that has been created. And here, once you come, you want to make sure to start your own project. You can see start a project here by making sure that you go ahead to create an account and start a project. Then, of course, you can use it for your advantage. This is one of the sites we want to share with you. Let's now look at the next site on our list. Looking at the next here, we are looking at Crowdfunder. It is mostly UK based, and you can see this is the site here. As you can see, the website URL. And this focus mostly based on community projects, charities, and startups in the UK. And what you need to note is the fact that it is actually access to match funding from councils and partners. It is great for UK entrepreneurs, non-profit, and community leaders. And what you need to note here as a specific note is that Crowdfunder UK is perfect if you are in the UK with the cost of a business idea. You can even get extra funding from local councils and businesses. And of course, this is all about it. This is the next here. And based on the front end, you're going to see the website look like this from the front end. And you can see that you can actually come here to get started and start also to do what you need to do here. You can see examples of crowdfunding now, example of projects that are here. You can see this one here, you can see they have raised 59% of what they have asked for. Is remaining 13 days for it to get over. This one has raised 55%, and you can see 95% raised so far. And you can see these are businesses and different projects which people come here and try to raise funds. And people of goodwill come here and donate and give free money to these people who require it for their business project and whatever they want to use it for. This is the next website, and let's look at the next, which is the number 3. The next is called Kickstarter. This is the site URL, kickstarter.com, and this focuses mostly on creative projects like tech, art, games, music, and it is unique for all or nothing funding model. And you can see that it is great for investors, designers, game creators. And what you should note about this is the fact that Kickstarter is the OG of crowdfunding. It is where, while ideas like, for example, smart coolers or card games about exploring kittens come to life, but you only get the fun if you hit your goal. Okay, now, if you come here to the front page of the site, it looks like this from the front end, and you can see that there are a lot of projects. You can see we talked about gaming, and these are examples of gaming projects here. And if you fall under that category of building the games and the list we have stated, then you can come here and see how you can also try to get fund from here. And you can see examples of projects that are here and how they have raised free money from this site. You can see 9 days left, 622% funded, So many people have funded this particular project, and you can see what is the project is all about. And you can see here the project, what is all about, the description and everything. You want to make sure that you come here and see example of what they are doing here and try to put your own in place and see how you can get access here and also get funding. So this is how it looks like, Kickstarter.com. Okay, let's look now at the next one. The next one is known as Go Get Funding. This is the URL itself. And based on the feature, this is focused, that is personal courses, medical bills, tuition, and travel. These are the main focus of this particular one here. And some of the features is about broad range of categories, personal fundraising itself. And it is great for individuals. Like as you can see here, let me try to, okay, you can see it is great for individuals in need or small scale courses. And what you should note is that if you need help paying your medical bills or tuition or even planning your wedding, then Go Get Funding is flexible and personal solution for everyday people with real need. And I will share with you how it looks like. This is how it looks like from the front end. And this is the website itself. You want to make sure to come here to start fundraising for free and just do exactly what you need to do. But first, you need to see how you can navigate this page and see example of successful projects that are here, so that once you create your own, of course, it is going to be an amazing one. For example, you can see this one here. This particular project here about medical and healing has raised, they have 31 donors, as you can see here, and you can see the amount of money they have raised so far. And you can see example of others that are here based on medical healing, family, animals and pet, creative, sport, other fundings, religion, and they have a lot of categories in this list. And whatever category that you fall here in the list, then of course you can actually go and see how you can also set it up and find donors that could donate to you for free. Now let's look at the next one here. We have the next one called Fundable, and this is the URL itself, fundable.com, and this focuses on startups and business ventures. Of course, here the unique feature here is that it offers both reward-based and equity crowdfunding, and it is great for entrepreneurs raising capital. What you should note is the fact that if you are starting a business and need investors, then Fundable lets you offer reward or even equity. It's like a Shark Tank that is online, of course. This is all about this particular site, Fundable. And I'll share with you how it looks like from the front end. It looks like this. Once you come to their website, you're going to see an area that says Get Started. And you can easily come here. You can see the amount of income raised so far. More, you can see these are amounts that has been raised so far that have been displayed here on the site. And this tells you, you can see example of other companies that have been funded that has been placed inside of this site. Of course, you want to make sure you also come here to also see how you can input yours here, and donors, who people of goodwill as well, will donate to you to start up whatever thing you want to start. And this is incredible. Okay, let's now look at the next one. The next one is known as Fund My Travel. Of course, this is the site itself, fundmytravel.com, and this focuses, you can see it focuses on traveling, education, and you can see volunteering, and these are people of goodwill that help to fund your travel. And the unique feature is travel specific, and it is just about traveling, and this especially for students, volunteers, and world explorers, people that used to move around the world. They want to know some particular things, or they go to explore some certain things in some areas, but they are not able to fund their travel. These sites make use of it. And you can see that based on what you should note is the fact that the travel itself, this site itself, known as Fund My Travel, helps to raise money for your trips with purposes. And you need to think of the purpose, and so that when you come to the site, you can actually state the purpose of your travel and everything being stated. I will share with you how it looks like from the front end. This is how the website looks like, Fundable. Let's see, Fund My Travel, this is it here. This is how it looks like from the front end, Fund My Travel. And you can see it is fun, meaningful travel experience. There are a lot of people here that have raised money to fund their travel. You can see example of this first one here, support my voluntary trip. You can see how much has been raised so far. $3,675 so far has been raised. and that is about 96% of the amount here. And you can see this one here, $6,000 has been raised so far based on the donors that are people of goodwill are giving. You can see 2,594 has been raised so far, and you can see there are a lot of projects of traveling here, and they are being funded by people of goodwill. You also want to make sure that you input your own here by coming and see how you can sign up for an account, and also input your own traveling campaign so that people could fund it for you. Okay, let's look at the next one here. The next one here is known as Indiegogo, and of course the site is indiegogo.com. You can see it here, and it focuses specifically on tech, gadgets, creative works, as you can see here, and social impact. The unique feature is that it is flexible funding, and you can actually keep what you have raised. Now, it is great for innovators, entrepreneurs, and non-profit. What you should note here is the fact that Indiegogo is a creative playground, whether it's a smart device or social movement. And the best part is that even if you don't reach your goal, you still keep the fund which you have raised. Of course, knowing this, I want to share with you how it looks like based from the front end of the site. If you come here to the front page, you'll see something like this. You'll see a website that looks like this. It looks like this from the front end. And you want to make sure to come and start a campaign. You can see start a campaign here. And once you start your campaign, then of course you'll be listed among the list of campaigns that you can see here. And you can see there are a lot of campaigns here and how much they have actually raised. You can see starting at this, you can see they have raised 14,000 so far. And you can see a lot of project here and money that has been raised based on the project that has been put on this site. Of course, you want to make sure that you navigate more across it and figure out how you can do this exactly for the best result. And these are some of the top 7 sites you can get money for free to fund your project, your traveling, or to start up a business or whatever purpose you want to use it for, all being listed as our best 7, which we have shared. You want to make sure to navigate across it, to look at it very carefully, so that of course you have to be familiar with it and know exactly how to use it for your purpose and benefit. So see you again in the next video tutorial, and bye-bye for now.